As you are familiar with, in Europe, there are two ATEX directives. The ATEX directive on the top, 9992 EC, demands regarding the performance of a hazardous area classification, whereas the other directive, the 214/34 EU, demands regarding the use of equipment inside such hazardous areas. That is what hazardous area classification does. It presents how often does an explosive atmosphere occur and where is it, and that is then the basis for the choice of equipment. So the equipment is then subdivided in categories, category 1, 2, and 3, in detail more described in this slide. Non-electrical equipment that shall be used in potentially explosive atmospheres. There are two standards which are used nowadays. And as ignition hazard assessment, you first of all have to look into different potential ignition sources.
What I'd like to do is expand on what Kees has said about the ignition hazard assessment and perhaps indicate where things go wrong. So there were lots of other issues with the ignition hazard assessments and the gap analysis, but these four recurred fairly regularly. The whole family of equipment was approved as Category 1 by notified body. So this gave the manufacturer a great deal of flexibility, but it doesn't feel right. Is that kind of generic ATEX assessment compliant? I don't think so. The ignition hazard assessments were often incomplete with regard to the number of ignition sources. So they often overlooked a number of ones.